Hey, this is Mark's watching MTC Media here. So it looks like Jay Monahan hasn't even gotten both feet out the door before his replacement, Brian Rolapp, is starting to implement or about to implement things that he feels like is in his vision for the next generation of the PGA Tour. And one of them is the creation of a committee called the Future Competition Committee that will be chaired by Tiger Woods. Now, it says the mission of this committee is, and I quote, it would have a clean sheet to consider changes that uphold traditions without being tied to them, which is very important because part of the reason why we have the Live Tour is because the gripping to tradition as far as how money was disseminated and what was allowed by the tour and what wasn't, is kind of how we got into the splinter that we've gotten into. And speaking of Live, remember when Jay Monahan did the about face and all of a sudden Live was not the evil empire and it looked like there was going to be some sort of collaboration between Live and PGA Tour? Well, it just doesn't seem like we're any closer to that than what we were before Monahan's about face. And according to the AP article, it doesn't look like it's high on Rolapp's kind of things to do to get back to the table and make this a priority. And that's interesting because now that Live is here, and for now it has all the funding it needs to have, so you have to assume that it's here to stay. Obviously the financial backers can, they can take a hit for an extended period of time to let this thing play out. So I wouldn't suspect that anything is going to happen anytime soon. I, for one, have not attended a Live event live. I have watched it on TV like a lot of other people have. I have not attended one live, even though there has been a couple here in the DMV area. I just haven't had the time because of my other coverage. But I find that interesting with golf because we're in a era of domination for Scottie Scheffler and how that's being perceived. And I will say this, there are golf fans I spoke to, and I mean real golf fans, not casual golf fans, real golf fans who have told me, hey man, let's enjoy what Scottie's doing. He is dominant. You might not say he's as dominant as Jack or as Tiger was, but he's being dominant. I've also had golf fans say to me, look, that's great and all, but the Live guys don't play a full PGA schedule. They kind of carpetbag in for the majors, and they feel like that makes a difference in how they're viewing what Scheffler's doing. And I don't think that's as important to the next generation of golf fans as my generation and generations before that wanted to cling to having to constantly do comparisons. I do think the younger golf fans just appreciate the skill and the difficulty of doing what Scheffler's doing or what Tiger did or what Jack did in his era, and then what future golfers will do on either one of the tours. And I feel like there's more of an appreciation just for the accomplishment than this constant, who's the GOAT, which one was better, blah, 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 blah. I'm finding the younger generation is a lot less, at least in golf, a lot less wanting to have those type of conversations. They just want to enjoy the game. That is where I think the power of golf is. And the power of golf is with the next generation. One, I don't know if we've ever been in an era, and people say it's because of COVID, and I know that played a large part. Golf, as far as going out and playing, has never been more popular. I mean, across this country, tee sheets are full. I mean, full. The sport is healthy, and people want to play it, enjoy it, and learn more about it. And I think that golf should take advantage of that in a sense of let people enjoy it. Let's not get tied up into who's the greatest and it was harder then and all this sort of stuff. Let's stop Let everyone enjoy a game that is continuing to grow across all ages and across, how much people make and all this sort of stuff. It's just growing. I'm not saying that golf is the most all-inclusive sport. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is the appeal has grown across a wider swath than probably it's ever been. And I'm enjoying that because I've been a golf fan forever. I have covered US Opens. I have obviously played a ton. I love to play. Not very good at it, but love to play. So for me, all of this is great. So I hope with this committee and wherever Rolapp wants to take the PGA Tour, that it stays with its open arms that it has now. In fact, I'd like to see the open arms even get wider. It's Marcus Washington, MTC Media.